1 p.m. Eastern, Detroit Lions 3-6, 1-3 on the road at the New York Giants 7-2, 4-1 at home at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. 41 Fahrenheit, mostly sunny, 12 miles per hour. Let's talk about this spot here. I let the market's been very helpful throughout this season, and my record speaks of that, but certainly hurt me this week in a couple different spots, and certainly hurt me getting off of the Giants and getting off that Texans team total under. But, Mills put up 300 plus yards, and there was 2 turnovers in the red zone that could have changed the game, but it didn't. Giants open up here at -3.5. Now they're -3. I understand why the move has gone towards the Lions. This total opened up at 45.5. It moved to 46 tonight at 6:25 p.m. Let's take a look at the cash and see if it all kind of follows suit with this one. 5,371 tickets in. 47% of tickets, 68% cash on the Lions. And then 28% of tickets, 38% of cash on the under. Brady says, we'll be taking the Lions. No rush here. We'll also be on the money line. Terry Walker also looking at the Lions. And Sharpie saying, Giants, baby. Can't wait to smash some Saquon and the over. Mac Beaver says, Detroit looking ahead to Thanksgiving. First road win in 2 years last week. Let's break this down. That's an interesting thought. The look ahead for Detroit. I didn't put that into my capping. Lions coming off their second straight win, 31-30 at Chicago. Back-to-back wins for the first time since October 2020. Also stopped that 13-game road winless streak. Goff, 19-26 for 236 yards and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 10 catches for 119 yards. Jamal Williams ran 16 times for 59. DeAndre Swift has not found his form since the ankle injury. He finished with 6 carries for 6 yards, 1 catch for 6 yards. The defense couldn't stop the Bears' running game, but no defense has been able to do that of late. Bears finished with 258 yards on the ground. Lions finished with 3 sacks and 4 quarterback hits. Okudah had the big interception return for a score. Safety Deshaun Elliott in concussion protocol. I know we've already talked about the Bears, but the way Fields accelerates in the contact right now is as exciting as football gets. He gets even faster right before he's going to put his shoulder through you, and that's just the sign of a very confident football player. Julian Okwara, linebacker, knee injury. Defensive line, Josh Paschal, knee were both hurt in the first half, and we don't know the extent of it at this point. We'll know tomorrow at practice. Lions are 30th in the league, allowing 5.3 yards per carry, and that's obviously why Sharpie's salivating over the opportunity to bet Saquon. But there's 2 teams worse than the Lions, and one of them are the New York Giants. New York Giants allow 5.4 yards per carry. They came in off their bye, dispatched the Texans 24-16 at home, 7-2 start, best for the Giants since opening 8-1 in 2008. Hoping to make the playoffs first time in 2016. Daniel Jones was a clean 13-17, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, ran 5 times for 24, Darius Slayton caught 3 for 95 and a touchdown. Saquon had a career-high 35 carries for 152 yards, caught a pass for 8 yards. The defense bent but didn't break. You could tell the secondary's hurt without Xavier McKinney out there after the hand injury in the ATV accident in Cabo. Mills threw for 319 yards, but 3 of 10 on third down, 4 sacks and 12 quarterback hits. The defense looks good, but the Lions offense as a whole, much, much better than the Texans and better than the Giants. They're 5th in yards per play. They average 5.9 yards per play. The Giants are 25th in yards per snap, 5.1. Detroit in the red zone, 5th in the league. Giants are 20th. I understand why this markets move towards Detroit, but I've underestimated the Giants and the Vikings this year, and it's cost me, and that makes me hesitant here. Take it away for us, Andy. Lions, Giants.
Yeah, the Giants have a good record. The Giants, honestly, with their matchups they have left, and this is going to sound silly, but the Giants aren't they're live for the division. If the Eagles bottle it up, they get to play the Eagles twice yet. And, so you kind of control your destiny a little bit if the Eagles slip up again here. That said, I don't think they're that good of a team. Their record's probably a little inflated. I bet them last week, and that's fine. I got a horrible number. I got away with it. The market obviously doesn't think that highly of them. They think they're, if you put this on a neutral site, they think they're about a point better than the sad sack Detroit Lions. So that speaks a lot to the respect that a very, very liquid market, how they feel about this New York Giants team. They should be able to run on this Detroit. It's a bottom 10 run defense. Saquon maybe doesn't have as huge of a game as he did last week, but he has a good game. It's a beat up secondary you should be able to throw against. But just in general, this offense, they need a bad defense to get going. They need a little bit of help. It's been a struggle all year to find these receivers that are going to take this team to the next level offensively. And the Lions are such an up and down team for me. With the injuries over the past 3-4 weeks, it's been really hard to guess what kind of output you're going to get from them. I know we bet the over with the Bears the other week, and maybe that's a look here, but it's another one too where we could have some bad weather in East Rutherford. Both teams are, it's not a look ahead spot really for the Lions. Maybe it is for the Giants though. That is a massive divisional game on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys. So I'm fine. I'm fine with this number. Like I would have probably liked some Lions at +4. I missed the bad number though, or I missed the best of the numbers. So I'm passing on this one. I don't have a strong take. I think the Lions are live to beat anybody if they can play that way against bad defenses. This is a better defense than the Bears for certain, but if the Lions offense is going to get lively like this, they're live in a game like this. I'm just I tested the waters. I bet the Giants. I got away with it. Honestly, like you said, it was similar to the things we said about the Washington game where there were some very timely turnovers for the Giants to get that cover. So if they're going to look like that against a real sad sack of a team in Houston, I worry about what this Detroit Lion offense will do. So lean Lions, miss the best of the number. No thanks.
I am interested in the Lions, but you're right. I would need some buyback in the market on the Giants. Birdie says Houston had 5 drives in the second half that got to the red zone. They got 6 points out of that. Says regression coming for the Giants. It's going to happen. Big Show says Lions fan, don't be betting this game, coin flipping your money at best. Big Show, knowing this team inside and out, says Detroit can pass, which can get you the lead, but they can't run right now to win or maybe not even cover. Sharpie saying Lions D are 32nd in total yards allowed, 32nd in points allowed, 32nd on third down percentage. And Sky Dragon says the Giants regression coming next year. Things just falling into place for them. There might be some truth to that. Papa Kyle says, hope it goes to 2.5. Then he's going to take the G-Men. I need more time here, and I'm interested in the Lions. I don't feel like this Giants team is the kind of team that can put up big points. I really don't. I can understand people betting the over here, but we know that each team's going to gash the other on the ground. The clock's going to be running. If you had a free $500 bet on the total right now at 46, would you go over or under it?
It'd probably be under.
And Sky Dragon says, who trusts Detroit off back-to-back division wins now back-to-back on the road? That's a great point. Mac Beaver says Lions lay an egg here. Okay, lots to keep working on that game throughout the week.